Alternatively, we have a Blizzard, which is going to kill that. It's going to not kill that. Alright. What's the best play here? It's probably just fireballing that Twilight Drake. Because, I mean, this is little pinpricks that he's got coming at me right here, so let's just get rid of that. There we go. And then what I can do next turn if I need to is just ping that off and wipe the board with an Arcane Explosion. It's probably the best thing to do. And then he kind of starts to run out of cards, and he hasn't done a lot with them yet either.
Ready, sir.
Alright, this is a concern. We can do some damage to it, but we can't kill it. Blizzard would kill most of it, though. Problem is I can't ping that off and then kill it, but I don't need to. So I think we Blizzard here to stop the Silverhand Knight from doing much. Because that's going to hold it back another turn, and then we just sort of... just poke at him. Just poke. So yeah, now we Blizzard. There we go. Okay, his secret is most likely a Noble Sacrifice. Cool, so these guys are both frozen, they can't really do anything, and next turn I can kill maybe the Argent Squire off.
For the king!
Stormwind Knight comes out, that's going to do 2 damage. I mean, he's gradually whittling me down here, but what does he have? Like, this is what I've been talking about, the idea of just burning out too quickly. And what I can do here is I can kill 3 creatures, which is pretty cool. It leaves a Stormwind Knight around, but hey. So... what can I do? Cone of Cold is another freeze, but I'm not overly concerned about the amount of damage he's doing right now. Arcane Explosion, in combination with the Fire Blast, will get rid of 3 of these creatures. Then we could play the Raging Worgen, because his Stormwind Knight, it can't do enough damage to it, which would be pretty funny. Okay, cool. Yep, that's the play, and that's what we're going to go with. Arcane Explosion, clears that out of the way, leaves him with a Stormwind Knight, and then we play the Raging Worgen. Cool, and that also wasn't a, what's it called, Retribution, or Repentance, or whatever it's called. Cool, so that is most likely a Noble Sacrifice, so we should bear that in mind. Ah. 17,000 concurrents, cool. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Much appreciated. Pint-sized Summoner. Not going to help him at all. Completely useless card right now, which is good. That means he doesn't have anything better in his hand. So he's just sort of starting to rush me down here, which sounds fine. It's like, oh no, what's your health at? Doesn't matter. What my health at right now isn't really relevant. Bear in mind, Raging Worgen. This is actually pretty cool. Yeah, this is really cool. Alright. Alright, lads. I've got an idea. I hope that I do this right. Here's what we're going to do.
Justice demands retribution.
Nah, you're not going to get any retribution, because I've got an idea. Dark Iron Dwarf. Trigger this. That's a Noble Sacrifice. We're going to throw this at that. It's not a Noble Sacrifice. Even better. Fantastic. What the hell is it then? Eye for an eye? It's got to be an eye for an eye. Cool. We can trigger Eye for an Eye. Can we? Do we want to trigger Eye for an Eye? Not for 6, we don't. I think we just Cone of Cold now and just leave this be. Because it's going to die whatever it hits, and it doesn't need to. Yeah, because I'm almost certain that that's now Eye for an Eye. That's the only thing it could be. I can trigger the Eye for an Eye with this, but I can't play anything else, and he's just going to kill that next turn. So, Cone of Cold. And I'm not going to attack him. Because if I do, that's a 6 damage Eye for an Eye. So, if... oh my, okay. Ysera is out. This is going to get interesting. Okay, so... Fire Blast can trigger the Eye for an Eye. That's why I saved this, yeah? It was a risk because he could have killed this, but now things can get really interesting. Okay, so first things first. We do this. And you know what's coming, guys. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. Of course you do. You are well aware. Sup? Thanks for the Ysera. Shame I can't kill his Ysera. Because that would be hilarious, but no. Well, now we're just going to go right at him. Young Priestess, maybe? No, Mortal Tidehunter. Alright, now we go right at him. Bam! Bam! Yes, indeed. Can't get rid of everything, but now we're just going to put him in this really horrible spot. There we go. And I'm going to get a dream card at the end of this turn. Thanks for the dream card. That's a 3/5 that can't be targeted. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, I didn't get a Legendary Mail this time, so... We knew we were eventually going to lose the Worgen, which is why I wanted to make as much use out of the damage as possible. And the way to do that was to throw it at him. No, killing the Summoner makes no sense. And the reason it makes no sense is because he has 10 mana. If you getting rid of the Summoner early is a priority target, because that means you can make big plays. Here you can't make big plays, not with a 4 card hand. So it makes no difference. Leaving the Summoner alive is fine, in my opinion. Okay, Secret comes out. Reinforce, thankfully, does not trigger that. He's going to play all his cards now to try and upgrade this. Alright, he's going to force me to play Ysera again. That's alright. I don't have a problem with that. No, you're not going to be attacking with that, I'm afraid. That doesn't have charge. Cool, so we can hold this back if we like. We don't have to play it again. But yeah, I can just Fire Blast this. So we need to think about the best ways to deal with this now. Alright, okay, what's the best way to deal with what is on the board? So we can trade that for that if we like. We can kill this with the Fireball, which is... Or we can just kill it with the Murloc. It doesn't matter either way. Do I play Ysera again? Probably not. I think it's a better play not to do that. So what do we have? Fire Blast is going to cost me that, so it's going to take me down to 8. I can play the Laughing Sister, which takes me down to 5. I can then play the Frostwolf Warlord. I think that's the best play right now. So let's do that. Okay, first things first. This goes. Kill that. Second thing. We play the Laughing Sister.
Is there trouble?
And we play the Frost... Oh! What was that? That is a Repentance. Okay, that's kind of annoying. So, we'll have to get rid of easy ways to target that down. Can he actually just kill me? Can I get rid of enough stuff to stop him? Yeah, I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I can get rid of enough stuff to stop him. It's okay. Unless he has something that I don't know about. Okay. We trade that across for that, I think. Trade that for that. Yeah, I wasn't gonna leave the Adventurer alive. I'm not an idiot. Jeez. Now the question is, can he kill me? If he could, he would have played the card that would allow him to do that already. Ah, another dream. He's stopping me from killing him, so we're playing a time game here. Which is not good, because the time game goes against me. The fact that he got another one of those is infuriating. He got 2 in a row, so I think he may have RNG'd himself to victory, but let's see. Yeah, I think he's RNG'd himself to victory here. Not entirely. It depends what he can do next turn. Gadget Stand does not give spell power. It doesn't matter anyway, I don't have a spell power thing that would work. Spell power doesn't affect hero. We'll see. Okay. Alright, the most efficient plays we can make right now. Fireball that. Yeah, get rid of that. Trade the Murloc for the Kobold. Play Razorfent Hunter and Frostwolf Warlord. Don't play Ysera, it's pointless, I can't attack with it. It's a waste of time. I have to rely on him not being able to do 1 damage to me this turn.
Don't mess with us. What you want?
I'm game.
Here it is, folks. It's about as even as a damn gets. Can he do 1 damage to me? Because if he can't, he's dead. Bollocks! 3 dreams in a row? 3 dreams. Really? Yep, there it is. Yeah, that was blind luck on his part, unfortunately. 3 dreams in a row was unexpected, but hey, whatever. That's the card game for you. That's how it works. Shouldn't complain about luck if you're playing TCGs. Alright, let's get on. Let's play another.
Jane versus.
I must protect the one.
You asked for it.
It was a pretty good game. I had fun there. I think it was well played on both sides for the most part. That was a long game. It's against a paladin. Of course it's a long game. Alright, that's not a bad start. Oh yeah, I'll take that. Not a bad start. Hey TB, wanna play this different game? Are you out of your mind? Why would you do that? Wanna play this other thing? No. 18,000 people are watching me play this right now. Why would I do that? It makes me scratch my head sometimes. Alright. We are not going to coin yet. I don't think so. I don't see any reason to. I could get an early taunt, but what's the point? He hasn't got anything on the board. I can play the taunt next turn. It's like, I don't mind if he's going to burn 2 mana on just hitting me for 1 damage. That's no big deal. It's all good. Okay, there is a potential early Raging Worgen play here. Yeah, very, very powerful one. I think we're going to try it. So we're going to coin Raging Worgen. So unless he can remove this, next turn I'm getting 8 damage out of it. So let's see what he's got.
For the crusade!
Cool. So I'm getting 8 damage out of this. It'll kill it. Like, I'm gonna lose it next turn. There is and there's no way for me to stop me from losing it next turn, but... Okay, so... Here's how we're gonna play this. Unfortunately, that's a Divine Shield creature, so I'm not gonna be getting rid of it anytime soon. Smack and smack. Bit of early damage. And then what he does is he tosses his Scarlet Crusader at it to get rid of it, and then I hit it with a Fire Blast. It's probably the best way to do it. I'll do a rundown of all the new subs at the end of the show, folks, because we have a lot of them, and the chat scrolls a bit fast, so I keep missing some of them. My apologies. Yeah, but he's going to get rid of that. That was going to happen. What other options have we got? Ah, Wild Growth, okay. Shapeshift, and now he's going to hit me for that. So we can eliminate this Scarlet Crusader before it is able to do any actual damage to me, so that's cool. Murloc Tidecaller is available, so what can we play? It's probably going to be that little taunt creature. First things first, eliminate this. Maybe we play Sorcerer's Apprentice, because he probably can't kill that. And then we can play the taunt after that to protect it if we like. It also means we have a 1-cost Arcane Explosion next turn if he decides to play a bunch of weenies. Which is more efficient. So that would then let us play a follow-up
Your magic shall
Spellbreaker.
not save you.
Wasting a Spellbreaker on a Sorcerer's Apprentice, I do not agree with that. Not at all. I mean, Sorcerer's Apprentices are nice, don't get me wrong, but I think that silence could have been way more useful on something better. Okay. We're probably just going to have to play Holdout here, which is alright, because what I can do is I can play Questing Adventurer followed by Frostwolf Grunt, which is going to protect that.
Give me a quest.
There we go.
What you want?
And we can't kill this. But we don't necessarily have to. Do I want to throw my Sorcerer's Apprentice at the Spellbreaker this turn? No, I don't. If I'm going to trade this for this, I can do that. But the thing is, there's no point, because the Spellbreaker's going to hit this Frostwolf Grunt, and then I can just Fire Blast it next turn. And hell, if he plays a bunch of other creatures, I have that Arcane Explosion as an option as well. I think that just seems like the best way to do it. I don't see any reason to lose the Sorcerer's Apprentice and not get the full trade. Uh-oh! Wow, is he really burning a Force of Nature this early to kill my questing adventurer? He's paranoid. I don't know if I agree with that play. What are you doing? No, that was... Wow. Really? I don't think that was the right play at all, but hey. I don't think that was the right play, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. Okay, cool. We've got a clear board, so let's take advantage of that. Yeah, I don't think burning that was worth it. I know questing adventure can get out of control, but that was just a little silly. I think what we do is Sen'jin Shieldmaster and Young Priestess behind it, because if we play Young Priestess against a Druid, it dies immediately. Then we can play a Murloc Tidecaller if we like. Hey, why not?
Job's done.
Cool, my Shieldmaster's now 3-6. Yeah, I don't know. He may have multiple Forces of Nature, as people have accurately pointed out. It is an arena deck, after all. I still don't think it was worth it. He didn't really trade 2 for 3, though. You've got to look at the mana he spent to do it. It's not just about the numbers in terms of what's on the board. I don't know. Maybe it was good. Who knows? I think it was just kind of middling. Swipe. Really? What? Okay, so he targeted the Young Priestess with the swipe, which was strange. Because he should have targeted the Sen'jin Shieldmaster with it. Okay, you want to burn 4 on 1, that's fine by me. Didn't even kill my... No, you can't do that. I have a taunt, you didn't get rid of that. You better have a better play behind that.
Shields up.
No. No, that won't help you. I'm slightly confused right now, but hey. Okay, alright. As much as I'd like to trade that out, we can't really. We can hit that. Keep the Sen'jin Shieldmaster alive. We could even buff the Sen'jin Shieldmaster, but what's the point right now? What we should buff is the Murloc Tidecaller.
I wonder.
We'll get more efficient damage out of it. Or we can just play the Violet Teacher. We can buff that and that. Yeah. I'm thinking. Maybe we just buff that with the Dark Iron Dwarf and then trade the Murloc Tidecaller out for the Sun Fury Protector and then just attack with the Sen'jin. Is that a better call? Or maybe we don't even have to do that. Maybe we Arcane Explosion, Fire Blast, then trade that, then play the Dark Iron Dwarf. Which we mathematically cannot do, but hey. It sounded great in my head. Violet Teacher. No. Still can't mathematically do that. Stop being an idiot. I'm confused! I don't know which one to do.
Pay attention.
Okay, fine. Sen'jin Shieldmaster. I think. I didn't actually know what to do there. It's like, is it worth taking the damage on the Shieldmaster? It's like, I didn't want to use the +2 attack buff on a 1-cost creature that was just going to immediately die. At least the Violet Teacher comes out, and then next turn I have the option to get 2 minions out of it. So I think maybe that works. Sometimes I get lost in my own head. It's alright, that's okay. Ancient of War! Son of a bitch. Tough little bastard. Can I crack it? I can, but it's gonna cost me creatures. Or will it? I don't think it's going to cost me creatures. But my mathematics has never been my strong point. Do I throw the Violet Teacher away on this? Okay, so I need rid of this, right? I can, if I can get something up to 5, I can then Fireball. I can't buff this up high enough, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to do that. I think we have to trade the Violet Teacher here. Obviously, we Fireball. I mean, that's like the first thing we do, right? Obviously. Which gets us one of those. That then leaves us with 4. We don't actually have to waste the buff on the Dark Iron Dwarf. I should have played the Mana Worm first. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I think we just throw both of these creatures at it. Toss this out. Buff that. Attack with it. That just seems like the better play. I don't want to trade the Senjin. It's a really strong taunt. Keeping the taunt up is really important. If I trade the Senjin, that opens him up to be able to pick off 1-cost creatures with his Shapeshift. So I don't want to get rid of that. That's my logic behind that. And I didn't have the mana to play the Mana Worm, so that wasn't an option. That leaves me with Taunt and creatures on the board. Like 10 damage worth of creatures. Another Taunt. Alright. Now if we're going to trade, then we trade. We have an Archmage, but we can't do much with it. How do the mathematics work out on that? That would be 2. That would take it down to 6. Don't have the mana to make this work. I'm like 1 mana short of what I want to do here. Which means we're probably going to have to sacrifice the Shield Master. Annoying, but hey.
Are you ready for this?
Alright. But yeah, because I can't get it down to where I wanted to. Actually, no. Which is more effective? Yeah, I think we Arcane Explosion and take it down to 6. We trade out the Shield Master and the Violet Apprentice, which leaves us with 2 4/4s remaining. That does not benefit the hero power for those saying that it does. It really doesn't. We should play the Mana Worm first for the most efficient play here. I'm getting way too lost in my own thoughts here. There we go. That seemed like the best way of doing it. So he's played 2 very powerful taunts and lost them both without being able to attack with them. Which means that if he's looking to try and establish anything, he's going to have more difficulty doing so. Unfortunately, it does mean, of course, that I... No! No, 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 that was not the right way. Wow. Okay, that's great for me. That could have been 4/4, but he played it in the wrong order. Alright. Frostwolf Warlord. 7/7 now. Cool. We can safely trade everything here. Which is kind of wonderful, isn't it? All of this stuff just dies. It's great. So, in which order isn't really all that relevant, but I will use this on this to take minimum damage. Yeah, he's panicking now, I think. So he gets 1 card. That we knew he was going to get 1 card. That's fine. Then we take this on this because it can take more hits, and then we use the Mana Worm on that, which gets rid of that, and that leaves me with a bunch of stuff on the board. And if he can't clear me next turn, he dies. Yeah, he's very intimidated now. I could have attempted to rush him down, but then I would have got suboptimal trades, so it makes no sense to do that. Clearing his board and then just waiting another turn makes more sense. Yep. If this had charge, I would be able to wipe him out, but I can't. I could have only done like 10 damage. Innovates. I'm sorry, what?
The might of Stormwind.
I think he's accepted his defeat now, because he played an Innovate on 10/10 before playing a Stormwind champion, which makes no sense. No, the advantage is not going to swap. He is dead. There's no question at this point, I think. If he had anything he could have done to stop it, it would have happened by now. He's toasty. Very toasty. Accept your demise, please. Yeah,
play.
it didn't matter. Like, he didn't have anything he could do. So that's not even a factor. Play that for the sake of playing it. Ah, an 8 damage fireball. I prefer not to sully my hands. GG. There's plenty of honor in surrendering. It saves time for everybody. Cool. Not bad. Pretty happy with how that went. I think we gained over 150 new subscribers today, which is pretty awesome. Thank you very much for your support. It means a lot. Alright, let's do another game. I'll have to take a brief break in a little bit because Kiddo actually needs some dinner, so I shall quickly fix him something. And then after that, I'll come back and play some more. I'll play for most of the evening, I think. We'll see how it turns out. Things are going fine so far. It's been fun, so... nothing to really worry about. Alright, what do we got? We're playing against someone called Keyboard.
You asked for it.
Not the best starting hand. That's actually pretty terrible. I'm gonna keep the Frostbolt because that could be useful early game. Let's see what else we get. That's a bit better. There we go. We can play an early turn 1 Sorcerer's Apprentice, which means we could get a turn 2 Frostbolt or Arcane Explosion, which is kind of cool. Worgen Infiltrator! Also known as a gigantic pain in the arse. I am spitefully thinking of coining an Arcane Explosion just to get rid of that, out of pure spite. But I also know it's a really stupid play, and I shouldn't, because next turn he'll reveal himself and I can just Fire Blast him. Yes, indeed, heal it. There was nothing else he can actually do. What? He didn't... You sneaky devil! He's not going to attack me! Now I have to kill him out of spite. Sneaky little devil. Now I'm going to kill him out of spite with this Arcane Explosion. I'm not having it. I'm not... It's just insolent! It's insolent!
I don't have enough mana.
Yes, I do. Hush. Was it efficient? No. But I'm not having any of that bollocks. I'm not having you sitting around with your little Worgen stealth bastard. No. It's horrible. I refuse to let you do that. It's just the principle of the thing. If a man has no principles, then what does he really have? Alright, what do we got? Oh, we can Fire Blast that. And we can't Frostbolt, so... Young Priestess, or our own Razorfen, of course. Young Priestess would potentially... yeah, this works. Alright, lads, I've got an idea. My idea is this. There we go. That means that the Razorfen Hunter cannot kill the Sorcerer's Apprentice this turn. I think that was a better idea. You can still kill the Young Priestess, but the Young Priestess, like, always dies after, like, one turn anyway, so it's whatever. And the next turn, we can protect that with the Sentient Shieldmaster. Holy Smite. Oh, you're getting rid of it anyway. That's actually... okay, you're not getting rid of it. Alright. What? Okay. That's weird. I would... Why would you Holy Smite that and then... I don't...